Hey guys, Tubby Morrison here from CFS Health. Just wanted to do this quick video and share with you one thing that this one particular girl who did my recovery program, my CFS Health recovery program years ago. She's been recovered for a long time now, and we're still good friends and we catch up regularly. And she said to me something really, really important, and she wished she knew it back then, she said. So obviously this girl was suffering, chronic fatigue syndrome quite severely. She was mostly homebound a lot of the time. She had lots of doctors and specialists come and visit her, and she had to start on a very, very low level of functioning. And eventually she improved, and she slowly progressed and got better over time. But it was a 5-year battle for her. It was a 5-year battle. And we're not, I'm not here to compare, how long your journey's been, or how long it's going to take, or how long this person had it versus this person, how bad it was versus how bad it wasn't. But what I can tell you is that this girl, suffered severe CFS, and she really had a battle on her hands, and for a long part of that journey, she didn't believe that she would ever get better, and she literally felt like that her life was over, that it was never going to improve, and that she was just going to stay the way she was forever. And hey to everybody who's watching and who's joining, it's great to have you on. And so this girl, I won't say her name, let's just call her Jemima. That's not her name, but we're going to call her Jemima. Jemima, literally didn't think she was ever going to get better. And I know it's such a common thing for everybody to go through. I think the people that I've seen who struggle with chronic fatigue syndrome, who come through our program and come out the other end, it's something that is very common, and that is the belief in the potential of recovery. And it's only normal to not believe that you can recover, because a lot of people say you can't. Doctors sometimes say you can't, some doctors say you can. Everything's very confusing and misleading. And so what happens when you're overwhelmed with symptoms, when you're overwhelmed with the struggle, with just day-to-day staying alive, it can feel like that, right? It's a feeling. It feels like you can't improve and you can't move forwards and get better. And Jemima, this one girl, said to me recently when we caught up for a coffee, she said to me, there's only one thing that I wish I knew when I was going through the struggle, and that was, I wish I told myself and I knew deep down in myself that I was going to recover, because I would have saved myself a lot of stress and a lot of worry. And it's fascinating. Now, this girl's fully recovered now. Proof is in the pudding. She, full-time job, marketing director at a massive company. She's got a really committed relationship. She travels the world, snowboarding, skiing, you name it. And this girl, for a lot of her journey, a lot of the CFS recovery journey, she didn't believe that she could get better. And this is the one thing that she said to me. She said, honestly, I don't care how hard I have to work for it. Like, I worked hard for it, and she did. She put in the effort, she put in the energy, she put in the time. But she just said, I just wish I knew in myself and believed more in myself that I was going to get better, because it just would have saved so much stress and chaos and anxiety through my journey. And when you have that deep knowing and that sense of like, I will get better eventually, then you start to not worry about the little problems that come along the way, because they are little problems. That if we can't see a better potential future, then we seem to make those little problems into big problems, and then that creates the cycle. Can you see how that would happen? And of course, in the midst of the chaos, it's really easy to get caught up in it. I'm not saying it's not easy. It's ridiculously hard. But that one thing, if she just had the knowing within herself, because it didn't come from anyone else. It doesn't matter how many people, even as a coach, when I was coaching, when I was telling her, come on, Jemima, like, if you can do this, you're going to get better, you're going to do this. It didn't matter what I said, right? Because whatever I say is what I believe, but if she doesn't believe it, it won't matter. So when she finally realised that she was getting better, she actually started getting better before she even knew she was getting better. And then eventually when she finally saw it prospectively and said, oh wow, like looking back and going, look, I'm actually getting stronger and healthier and I'm fitter and I'm doing more and I'm not feeling bad, all those kinds of things, she then realised that she was getting better. So it was the role opposite, the roles were reversed. But she said, looking back as someone who has recovered now, I wish I just knew more so back then that I was going to get better, because then I wouldn't care about the struggle, the grind that it took throughout those 5 years to get there. It would have saved me a lot of pain and heartache on top of the already hard journey that it was for her to get better. So I just wanted to share that with you because you can get lost in this thing we call life sometimes, and especially with CFS recovery. So if you are in that situation, take a leaf out of this girl's book and have the knowing and sense. And I mean, that's coming from someone who's recovered as well. It's not like it's just a fake story. This is a real person who said something really genuine the other day, and I thought it was a great message. And I wanted to share it with you guys to make it easier on your life and your recovery to move forward. So I hope that helps for wherever you are in the world, for whatever you're going through right now, whether it's good, bad, or ugly. Know that it can get better, and put one foot in front of the other, and do what you can do to help yourself. Take care for now, and we'll speak to you soon.